Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me now?
Hi.
Yes or no? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Do you fix your computer? Can you turn on your camera?
Yes.
Okay. So do you fix your computer? Like is there any problems with your computer, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it takes quite a long time for like 14 minutes now. So we're going to start our lesson today. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my share screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, do you remember that we did learn about some phrasal verbs in technology device?
Yes. I,
Okay, so just review a little bit about phrasal verbs. So we have two kinds of phrasal verbs. So first, so what is the phrasal verbs? Phrasal verb consists of verb and a particle, like up, on, in, or back, or off. Okay. And there are two kinds of phrasal verbs, which are transitive phrasal verbs and intransitive phrasal verbs. So with the transitive phrasal verbs, it happens when they take a direct object. It has a direct object behind the verb. That is called the transitive. Okay, and if they don't take a direct object, so they are called intransitive phrasal verbs. For example, for the transitive verb, do you see the object here?
uh,
This is a direct object, okay? So after a phrasal verb, it has a direct object, so it is called transitive. Okay, for example, Alexander puts on his jacket. His jacket is a direct object, and put on is a phrasal verb. So it is called the transitive verb. For intransitive verb, it doesn't take a direct object. For example, I got up at 6 o'clock. So after got up, which is a phrasal verb, it doesn't have any direct object. So we have the 6 o'clock here is the adverb. It is not the direct object. So it is called intransitive. Okay. And so that is all about the definition of phrasal verbs. And now here are some vocabularies that we discussed before. Do you review all of phrasal verbs here at home?
yes, I do.
Okay, that's good. So if you review all of these, it would be much more easier for you to do the next exercise below. Okay, so we have the phrasal verb back up, plug in, break down, log off, and scan in. The opposite word of log off, which is log on. Okay, and shut down, and we got turn down, we have turn up, and we have type in. So turn down and turn up are the opposite phrasal verb, which turn down is mean to reduce the noise, but turn up is to increase the sound, increase the sound. To practice, to remember some vocabularies related to phrasal verbs in technology device, we're gonna do the first task here. Okay, now can you look at the sentences here, the paragraph here? Okay, so can you read this one and then underline 5 phrasal verbs in teacher's speech bubble, and then tell me which one is transitive phrasal verb and which one is intransitive phrasal verb. Okay, now can you have a look at this? Okay, can you can you underline, can you find for me 5 phrasal verbs?
The transitive is turn on your computer.
Okay, so just tell me the
Um,
phrasal verb, which is turn on. We have the first one is turn on, is one phrasal verb.
in type in
Okay, we have type in. Good.
is log on.
We have log on.
Log off.
Okay, log off.
And shut up. Shut down.
And shut down. Okay, so we have 5 phrasal verbs here, which are turn on, type in, log on, log off, and the last one is shut down. Okay, you understand all of the meaning of these words, all right?
Yes.
Good. So can you tell me which phrasal verbs are intransitive and which phrasal verb are transitive?
The transitive is turn on.
Okay, the first one is turn on. Anything else?
Um, type in
We have type in
and shut down.
and shut down. Okay, now can you tell me why turn on, type in, and shut down are transitive?
Because uh, uh, the, it have the direct object.
That's very good. That's right. Because after all of these phrasal verbs, it has the direct object. Okay, you can see after the phrasal verb turn on, you have your computers, which is a direct object. We have your passwords, which is also a direct object, and we have the your computers as well, is also a direct object. Okay, so we have turn on, type in, and shut down are transitive. And intransitive is
Transitive is log on, log and log out.
log on and log off. And why are they intransitive?
Because they don't have uh they don't have direct object.
Absolutely, because they don't have the direct object after the phrasal verbs. Okay, very good. So do you understand which is transitive and which is intransitive, right? Yes, very good. I think it should be easier for you now. Okay, so we have the next exercise here. Okay, now we have 8 pictures from A to H, and for each picture, you are going to find one phrasal verb to match to the picture. Okay, for picture 1, what kind of phrasal verb do you think gonna be matched with picture A?
is type in.
Type in. Even so we have some transitive verb and we have some transitive and some intransitive verb here. Okay, so for the first picture, so they are typing their username and their passwords to what? To what is the purpose of the first picture? Like, I mean, they are typing their username and the password, but why do they do that? To
The type in the type in the password.
to do what? Or what is the purpose for doing that things? What do you think?
They type in their
Yes, can you say again?
they type in.
They are you mean they are typing in?
Yes.
Can you see the mouse here? It is on the word go. That means they're not typing. So what are they doing? They are they're not typing in. So what are they doing? What is the purpose of this picture? So you're gonna have a look at these phrasal verbs. Are they backing up their work? Are they plugging in a printer?
No.
Are they scanning a document?
No.
Are they shutting down?
No.
Are they turning down the radio?
No.
Are they turn off the light or turn off the TV?
No.
Are they turning up the volume?
No.
Okay, so they are not doing these things. So which means that they're gonna be in this one. Are they breaking down something?
No.
Are they logging off from the computer?
No. Log off.
Yes, they are logging on their computer. Okay. Log on, do you remember log on? To
Yes.
begin a computer system or online account. Okay, so they are logging on their computer or their account. Okay, for the first picture, we have picture A is log on. Okay, picture B, what are they doing? What is he or she doing?
They They plug plug in a printer.
They are blogging in a
They are
printer.
plug
Do you think so? Blogging in a printer. But is it a printer? I think it is CPU. What are they doing?
back up. They are back up.
Yes, they are backing up their work, means they are uh, taking a document from their computer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for picture C.
To see, they are scanning
Scanning
a document.
a what? A paper or a document. Okay, so we have he or she is scanning in a document. Okay, for picture D.
They are turning down.
They are what? Can you speak louder? I can't hear.
They are turning down.
Okay, they are turning down the radio or the volume. Okay, so we have turn down.
They are turning up the volume.
Turn up the volume. For picture F, what are they? What is he doing?
Turn
Turn
off.
Turn on the computer. And for picture G,
Shut down.
shut down or turn off. Okay, shut down or turn off the computer.
They are typing.
They are typing in. Okay. So now problem solved. Okay, so we have they are logging in the computer, they are backing up, they are scanning in, they are turning down the volume, they are turning up the volume, they are turning on the computer, they are shutting down the computer, and they are typing in the keyboard. Okay, so these are some phrasal verbs we have to remember. Okay, now for this task, we are going to study the dictionary entries. And how do you know if the phrasal verb is a transitive or intransitive? So we did discuss before, a transitive verb has something between the two parts of the verb. It means that they have a direct object. Okay, so we can put the objects, the objects between the verb and the particle, or you can put the direct object after the phrasal verb. Okay, you can turn something off or you can turn off something. Okay, you can put something between turn and off, or you can put something after turn off, which are turn something off or turn off something. Both can be accepted. Okay, so we have two more phrasal verbs here, which is turn something off, means to move the the handle or switch that controls something so that it will stop. Okay, like you use turn off the computer or shut down the computer, mean you stop the computer system, you stop something. Okay, you turn off the TV, mean you stop or you shut down the TV, means the TV will be off. Okay, so that is the meaning of the phrasal the phrase turn off. Okay, you can turn the TV off, you can turn TV off, you can turn your computer off, you can turn your phone off. That means you stop, you prevent something or you stop something working. And the next phrasal verb here we have break down. So if a machine or a car or if a machine or a car breaks down, it means that it stops working. It's not working anymore. It breaks down, so it stops working. Okay. For example, we were late because our car broke down. Okay, because we were late because our car stopped working. It's not working anymore. Okay, and for the second meaning, if a person breaks down, it means that they stop to cry. Okay, he broke down when he heard the news. It means that he starts to cry when he heard the news. Okay, do you understand the two meanings here, two definition here? Which one that you feel you get confused? For the first definition or the second definition, I can explain it in Vietnamese for you to understand more.
Second, the breakdown at first.
Okay, so the first meaning of the word breakdown?
Yes.
Okay, so the first meaning of the word breakdown, it will use for the machine or the car. The breakdown ở nghĩa đầu tiên nó được dùng cho các loại máy móc. Nó có hai loại nghĩa, một nghĩa thì nó sẽ dùng cho máy móc và một nghĩa thì nó sẽ dùng cho người. Nếu như nó dùng cho máy móc thì nó có nghĩa là ngừng hoạt động, bị hư. Ok. Và còn nghĩa còn lại là dành cho người thì có nghĩa là gục ngã, bắt đầu khóc, breakdown. Nghĩa thứ hai dành cho người thì có nghĩa là gục ngã, còn dành cho vật, dành cho máy móc thì nó sẽ được xem như là nó bị hư, nó bị ngừng hoạt động rồi, nó sẽ không hoạt động nữa. So these are two meanings of the phrasal verb breakdown. Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, that should be easier. Now move to the last one. technology of phrasal verb today. You are going to complete 6 sentences here by using some phrasal verbs here. Okay. And remember, you have to use the correct phrasal verb as well as the correct tense. Okay. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can start doing 6 sentences now.
Okay.
Okay, finished?
Yeah.
Now, so what is the answer for the first one?
I turned down.
Break down the problem.
Turned down.
Shut down. You mean shut down?
Turn down.
Turn down. Yes. Turn down means to reduce the noise. Okay.
Mm.
The music was very loud, so I turned out the volume.
Yeah.
Okay. The number 2.
Number 2. I couldn't log on.
I couldn't log on because I forgot my username and password. Very good. Number 3.
Type in.
Type in.
Yeah.
Type in. Okay, Sally typed in her username and password, then pressed enter. Okay.
I back up.
Back up for number four. For number 4. Okay, so remember to change the tense. You have to use the correct tense. So here we need to use the, what tense do we use for the first one? Present.
Turning down.
Turning down. I turning down. Can you see was here?
Turn. Turn.
Turn.
Turns down.
Turns.
Yeah.
Why I? You have to add the at sound.
Yeah.
Why turns? Why do you choose turns? Because you know the subject here is I, so it cannot be turns. So what tense is it?
Was.
Yeah.
Was.
Worse. So what tense? What tense is worse? You forgot? It is simple past. Là thì quá khứ đơn. Mình có was và were là ở thì quá khứ đơn mà. You don't remember? You don't remember? Okay, I think you should review about the simple past again one more time because you are going to have a test. Okay, so if the verb is in past simple, so what do we change the verb? We add
ed.
We add ed. Okay, so here we have couldn't, which means that we don't need to add ed, so just verb infinitive. Okay, Sally typed in her username and or it has no signal to identify which phrase is here, which tense is here. So if it's not like the past simple, it can be the present simple if it doesn't have any signal. Okay. For number 4, yesterday evening, which tense is it?
Up. Back. Up. Back. Up.
Back.
Back.
How can you pronounce it?
Ed.
Backed. Can you pronounce backed?
Back up. Back.
Backed up. Okay, or you can mix backed up. Okay, for number 5. Dan closed all the applications and then
Shut down.
and then shut down. Okay, so it is also the past simple tense, but it is the verb shut here is the irregular verb, so we don't change it. Okay, từ shut ở đây là động từ bất quy tắc, mà trong bảng động từ bất quy tắc thì từ shut vẫn là giữ nguyên từ shut, cho nên chúng ta sẽ giữ nguyên từ shut nhé. Okay. For number 6, I couldn't print the photo because I forgot to
Plug in.
to plug in and plug in the and
Type in it.
you have typed already. Why can you type on the printer? Printer, you just print and scan. You cannot type on the printer. What is the last word that you didn't use?
Turn on.
Yes, turn on. Làm sao mà mình có thể đánh máy ở trong máy in được? Máy in làm gì có bàn phím đâu mà mình đánh được đâu hả Lâm? Okay, turn it on. Plug in the printer and turn it on. Okay, so that's it for today. So I think we have discussed a lot about the phrasal verbs. I hope that you can review all of the tenses, including the past tense, the simple, the past tense, the present tense, the present continuous, and the past continuous. Okay.
Yeah.
And remember to review all of these phrasal verbs at home. Okay, that's very important. Okay. Do you have any questions for today's lesson?
No.
Yeah, you don't have any question? Okay, so if you have no questions for today's lesson, we will end our lesson today. Okay, see you next time and goodbye. Have a nice holiday.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.